Bunny, go away. Bunny.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Oh, good morning, BBs.
Hi.
Welcome to the first, best, and only morning show in existence. It's still early.
It's still very early.
It's still early. Is
I don't
it
know
too
what
early
you're
at this
talking-
point?
Yes.
I don't know.
It's exactly 8 a.m.
It's exactly 8 a.m. It should be exactly 8 a.m. wherever you are. Just put a little arrow next to yourself in chat and let us know what time it is where you are. And if you think it's still too early.
I think it is. Still too early for me. Hey, by the way, who are you?
I'm Anthony Carboni.
Oh, hi. I'm Saige Ryan. It's good to see you, babies.
Hello, BBs. It's been such a long time since we've had to be the CD Projekt Red show.
No, I don't want to be the CD Projekt Red show. We spent so many weeks. First, we spent weeks being hype and excited. We spent weeks being like, hell yeah, can't wait to CyberPunk. Gonna give every piece of news about CyberPunk.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happened. And then we had to be part of the downfall. Okay.
This is just gonna...
Yeah, just do it now.
I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah,
There we go.
looks great.
Yeah, we were contractually obligated as a news organization to talk quite a bit about Cyberpunk. And it's been nice having a little break.
It has been. It's been a few months. And yet, we're back,
We're
BBs.
back,
And
BBs.
so is CD Projekt Red. They did a big ol' patch. And
Just
you
a-
might think, like, hey, it came out as a broken game, but a game that a lot of people were looking forward to. Maybe they finally fixed the game. Maybe this is their Sea of Thieves.
This is patch 1.2, and it has hundreds of changes. Like, look at all these bullet points.
Yeah, that's a lot of them. So
That's probably fixed,
That's
right?
probably enough to fix the game, I would think.
Yeah, that's probably enough to fix the game. Except it's probably
Oh.
we've got some good spreadsheet.
God, Anthony, stop
Roll the
pressing
intro.
buttons. Anthony,
Yes.
that's a disaster.
This has such fixes as it is no longer possible to perform a gorilla arms finisher on a civilian. Which, is that a fix or is that a ruin?
That sounds like they are making the game worse to me.
Fixed an issue where pedestrians could get teleported after being hit by a vehicle. Teleported to where, I wonder?
Gone.
Certain gigantic issues like the weird NPC who would follow you around and become your sidekick, that's gone. Like, a lot of the stuff is gone. But here's the
Fun
problem.
breaks are gone.
Here's the problem. Still a little breaky. Still kind of really breaky.
Maybe people were not as concerned about doing a gorilla arm attack on an NPC. Maybe there were actually like large fundamental issues with the game.
Yeah,
Yes.
like here's a 12-second. There's no weapon. There's no weapon, and it's running at 12 frames a second.
So, good thing that they did those hundreds of patches.
Yeah. On places like Reddit and Twitter, there are reports of the game loading slower than before. Performance appears to depend varying on platform. But then there's also, like, aiming down sights doesn't work in this first-person shooter. There's a lot of horrible stuff that's still going on.
But they did fix extending the sliding ladder won't result in players' death if they're below it.
Oh, that's so funny. You could get murdered by a ladder.
There were a few issues they fixed during sex scenes. They didn't give any additional information about that. They just had to fix multiple issues during sex scenes.
Okay.
Carrie's bathrobe is no longer incorrectly attached to his lower part of the body.
Wait, they didn't even fix the grammar on that patch note.
No, they didn't. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
There's a bunch of very, very good ones. In the pickup, it's no longer possible to trigger both scenarios at the same time. A peaceful deal with Maelstrom and fighting them, which was previously
That happened to
possible.
me. That happened to me. We did a deal for the briefcase for the drone, and then they started shooting at me, and I was like, what happened? We had a deal.
They fixed an issue where dumping a body in the trunk started the vehicle's engine.
Oh, okay. Because you're gonna dump a body in the trunk and not try to get out of town. You definitely have to start the engine once you put a vehicle in the trunk.
Fixed an issue that caused NPCs to trip over and other NPCs too often.
Too often.
They're not gonna make it so it can't happen at all anymore, but
No.
it was just too much.
It was too much. It was
They were
silly.
too clumsy.
It was like watching an old Monty Python sketch. It was ridiculous. They had to knock it off. It was like, hey, it's funny, but play it a little more real, is what we said to the NPCs.
They're so good. Like, there's so many. There's an entire section of just cat-related patch notes.
Oh yeah.
Cat food needed to adopt nibbles can now be bought at several shops.
Mm-hmm.
They
That
fixed
was a
an
big
issue where
one.
petting a cat would play without dialogue. V can now properly address the cat.
Oh.
So thank you for fixing the game, CD Projekt Red.
Oh, can they address the cat in the manner that Dame Judi Dench wants them to?
Well, first you must know that a cat is not a dog.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So CD Projekt Red, hey, good work. Good work yet again, CD Projekt Red.
Once again, you constantly give us things to talk about.
And you know, right after releasing this patch, CD Projekt Red said, you know, I don't think we're going to market new games until they're closer to launch.
Yeah.
You know, I think what we're going to do is, like, wait until a game is reasonably close to done before we say anything about
They
it.
were like, we have like this really original, very good idea. And the idea is, what if we didn't start promoting and marketing a game until we made the game?
What if instead of beginning to promote a game 7 years before we've started on it, we wait until it's almost done?
Should we retweet this and tag 343?
Are you working on the game? If you're not working on the game, it's
You
okay.
Don't market it. It's okay.
You just tell us. 343, it's okay. If you're not working on the Johnny Spartan game, it's okay.
It's perfectly okay. And you know, CD Projekt Red has learned this lesson. So if there is another Witcher game in the works, if we're getting a fourth Witcher game, which has not been confirmed, which yeah, we will. We'll get another Witcher.
That's one of those things. It's like, well, we don't comment on future projects. Oh yeah, because you're not gonna make a Witcher 4.
Yeah, right. Especially
right.
after all of the success of the show. Absolutely. Whoa. Loud. Sorry.
It was Johnny Spartan. He said he's gonna be a little late,
Yep.
but he didn't say how late. But you know what? There are games that you can play.
Oh.
They're out. They're done. They've been done for a while.
I would love to play some games.
Would you like to play Kingdom Hearts?
I actually very much would like to play Kingdom Hearts.
You only say that because you haven't played Kingdom Hearts.
I know. I've never played.
I know, but you're going to look back on that statement after you start Kingdom Hearts and go, did I mean that?
I'd like to try it.
Did I mean that?
I'd like to try it. I want to know. I have a lot of friends that are very big Kingdom Hearts fans.
Kingdom Hearts is
Anthony's just not one of them.
is Stockholm Syndrome. That's all it is. That's all it is. The first one was kind of interesting in a lot of ways, and then it started getting weird.
Okay.
And
I'd love to play the first two.
and odd. Yeah, I tried to play 3 so much.
Yeah.
It was very pretty. But I think, well, you know what? Here's the good news, Saige.
Tell me the good news.
The good news is the Kingdom Hearts games are out on the Epic Games Store today. They're on PC for the first time.
Yeah.
That's very exciting if you are a Kingdom Hearts fan or if you've never played Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
You can get Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3, the Remind DLC. You can get Melody of Memory. And of course, they're all titled as simply as they've always been titled.
Yeah, that looks ridiculous.
Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix, of course, comes with Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 358/2 Days HD Remastered Cinematics Edition, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, and Kingdom Hearts Re:*Coded HD Mastered Edition. And then you get Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. And that, of course, comes with Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, A Fragmentary Passage, Kingdom Hearts Subtext X Back Cover Parenthetical Movie, and then you get Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind DLC and Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. It's all very easy. It's all very easy to understand.
Okay, yeah, you
and
ruined
easy
it for
to say.
me. You did it.
It's just as easy as the timeline.
You did it, Anthony. You made me not want to play Kingdom Hearts anymore.
I made you not want to play Kingdom. I simply told you what you're getting with the Kingdom Hearts deal. That's all I did. If me simply telling you the value that you're getting makes you not want to play Kingdom Hearts, I don't think you were ready for Kingdom Hearts. Because believe me, if you thought that was a slog.
I'm gonna try it. I don't know. Okay, there are these things. As someone who loves games, there are these large pieces of like games that I didn't have access to, having not grown up around other video game people.
Mm-hmm.
I just got whatever games I could find or looked interesting on a shelf because I didn't have any I didn't know what other kids were playing.
Right.
At all, because I didn't have any nerd friends growing up. So I missed out on so many big pillars of gaming.
But you were a Disney fan. Did you not notice Kingdom Hearts coming out, or was it just something where you were like, I don't know if I want to play this?
I didn't know about it as a kid. I had no idea Kingdom Hearts existed.
I would recommend to anybody who wants to get into Kingdom Hearts to go watch Barry Kramer's video, A Good Enough Summary of Kingdom Hearts, which is 33 minutes long and will attempt to take you through the plot of Kingdom Hearts. It's very good.
Okay. Yeah, okay, great.
Oh, man. 33 minutes is a very quick summary of Kingdom Hearts, if I'm honest.
There's a lot of games. I just heard you list them.
If you asked me to explain Kingdom Hearts, it would take me...
You wouldn't.
I couldn't.
You wouldn't.
I'd try, but I couldn't.
You got a hair on you.
It's a beard.
That one was a very long.
That's called a beard.
Weird.
Weird beard is what it's called.
Lots of Kitten says it's a mess, but it's my mess.
Look, if you're into it, then you're into it, and you're deep into it. And honestly,
I'll find out if I'm into it.
Honestly, I love it just for its ambition and the fact that Nomura is allowed to just do whatever he wants. Like he's just allowed to get wild with it. It's like, hey. Mm-hmm. In Kingdom Hearts 3, there's a part where Mickey is standing on a beach of death explaining existentialism and the futile nature of life.
I mean, that sounds dope.
I mean, it's pretty dope. It's
the live studio audience is also saying there's a Halloween Town level that I would love.
Yeah.
I would love that.
They're all there. Name your favorite Disney. They're all there.
Sure.
Name a Disney.
I mean, I guess it probably would be The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, name another Disney.
Star Wars.
Got him, Kingdom Hearts.
Try me.
No Star Wars, no Marvel. Only Disney proper. No Fox.
Yes.
No Nip Tuck World.
What?
Yeah, from FX.
Nip Tuck is... Oh, that's right. Wow, that's very funny. Anyways, but yeah, it's Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts are two of the big ones that I missed out on that I'm like, that would be hard to go back on.
Don't start with Kingdom Hearts. That would be my if you missed out on
Disney.
If you missed out on all Final Fantasy, I would not
Disney.
start off with Kingdom Hearts. Because Kingdom Hearts as you go on, first of all, in the first one, lot of Square. And you should probably know who the Square people are. And then as the series goes on, less and less Disney, more and more Square.
Okay. Well, Yeah, I'll get to
Die
it one
Hard.
of these days.
Yeah.
I also am somebody who like isn't. I'm not a Disney person in the sense of like Mickey, Minnie, Goofy side. I've never cared about that.
Ooh, don't start with
I'm
Kingdom Hearts.
Not a Mickey Mouse.
Do
person.
not start with Kingdom Hearts.
I've always been a Disney princess person and other Disney property person.
Now, Disney Princess, that's a big deal in Kingdom Hearts. Somebody mentioned Alien and Die Hard for Kingdom Hearts. Yes. They're Fox properties. They belong in Kingdom Hearts.
Yes, absolutely.
Give John McClane a Keyblade.
I'm telling you, y'all, the power of having a Disney show, like a Disney princess themed show on this channel, it gets bigger every day. We will do it someday. There will be alien characters. I'm a big alien fan.
Give Sigourney Weaver a Keyblade. That's all I'm saying.
I say, let Sigourney Weaver play Dungeons and Dragons.
That's what I say.
There were games I did have access to as a child. And it was just because I think I picked it up off a shelf because I was like, what the fuck is this? That looks dope.
That do be how kids work a lot of the times.
And that was Pikmin. Pikmin is one of the pillars of gaming for me as a kid on my GameCube. Pikmin, I put so many hours into. And announced last week there's a Pikmin AR game coming from Niantic. We all know what Niantic games play like. Pokemon Go. They did the Harry Potter one.
Sure. It's Ingress. It's all Ingress with new skins.
Walk around. Find a thing. Encourage you to go outside. But they gave a little early access to IGN. They gave a little preview to IGN, and they kind of recapped some of the things about it. Essentially, Pikmin will be dormant seedlings that you must find, pluck, and grow by walking around the real world with your smartphone. Look at how cute that is.
It's very cute.
And now, we talked about this last night, and Anthony's like, but you don't play Pokemon Go anymore. Mm-hmm. Why do you want to play this? It's the same game.
It's the same game. Although I will say this.
I want to see them following me around.
Yeah, I will say this. I tried playing the Harry Potter one.
I did not like the Harry Potter one.
And it wasn't great. The small changes that they made to make it more Harry Potter weren't super great. And then and then, you know, the biggest thing about it was that it's a turf game for turfs.
Right. So that's the problem. And as far as we know, Pikmin's not a turf game for turfs so far.
All Pikmin are non-binary. We know that at least.
I love them so much.
They have to be.
Yeah, you can't go assigning gender.
You can't
Pikmin.
You can't assign a gender.
You can't go assigning human and societal beliefs in gender.
But I am excited about this. I do enjoy Pikmin.
I love Pikmin.
I can't wait to see what this is like. I think it's, you know, even more than Pokemon, this is going to live and die based on how cute these things are in AR.
Yes.
You know?
But like, look at that image again.
Like, Pokemon had a lot of that where it's like, oh, look, I can put this little guy here and I can take a picture of my Eevee. And like, but I think Pikmin is really going to be like, I'm going to put this tiny little Pikmin next to my coffee cup in the morning and take a picture.
You know what made Pokemon Go hard for me?
What's that?
I'm very attached to Cubone's story. Mm-hmm. And at least in Los Angeles, I'm sure this is everywhere because they're common. There were Cubones everywhere.
But that's like the game. That's like the traditional game too.
I know, and I get it. But I can avoid the tall grass. This is the whole game. Mm-hmm. I can go do other things in the whole Pokemon game. The game, it's the Niantic game is just looking for Pokemon. And I have obsessive compulsive disorder. I can't walk by it. I have to. And then I just have hundreds of Cubones because otherwise I think they will be sad.
Huh. I'll say this.
I am unwell.
I'll say this. There's definitely a lot more to the game now than just catching them. Although, listen, catching them all is
pretty important.
Still a number one.
Fundamentally important.
Fundamentally important. But they added a lot of stuff. You know, there are battles, Team Rocket's in there now. There are like big
I never
raids.
got to see any Team Rocket stuff. I quit playing right as like the raids pretty much launched. Like when I played, it was everyone in Los Angeles like trying to get to Santa Monica because they were trying to find a Charizard on the beach.
But I always thought that was weird that
in big crowds.
I always thought that was weird that everybody here in LA tried to get to Santa Monica when there are like giant Pokemon activity areas all around LA.
Yeah, there were just a ton of them in that like stretch right there, so it was a nice walk to like circle around. There were a ton of stops. There were a bunch of drop points. I don't know. Anyways, seeing things, having to pass them, very difficult for me. And that's going to be the case with the Pikmin game too, but I'm going to do it.
I think it's going to be fun. I'm waiting to hear more details about the actual nitty-gritty of the gameplay because, like you're saying, that is one of the biggest problems that Pokemon Go has is like you play it for a month and then it's sort of you're done until they release a new content drop because it is very, very repetitive. It's a simple game.
It's a mobile game. They said once Pikmin have grown, they can be added to a squad like Pokemon Go's parties. Once you have a Pikmin squad, if you walk them, they will accumulate fruits that can be turned into nectar. They will just find little fruits. You walk them.
Yeah. You walk your Pokemon too in Pokemon Go.
But you would walk like the eggs mostly to hatch things.
Yeah, but you can also create a buddy Pokemon and you can evolve Pokemon through walking.
Yes.
They did a lot of stuff.
I want to see a party of Pikmin walking behind me, just scrounging, being the trash man.
It's going to be cool.
Shit. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for it. I'm excited to play it obsessively for 3 weeks.
Yes, me too.
And then put it away forever.
Yes.
Oh, Niantic. You print money.
Yeah, right?
So we have 2 stories today about things being added to good Marvel games.
Okay.
Our first story is about Spider-Man Miles Morales.
A very good Marvel game.
Very good Marvel game. Have you opened up your PS5?
It's only been like 2 days since the last time you asked me. No, I was busy over the weekend.
Okay. Well, when you do...
Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
When you do, there is a new suit for Miles Morales. It's the Advanced Tech suit. Mm-hmm. Very cool.
Ooh, very good. That's a good-looking suit.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that arm piece. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm so into it.
I am sort of like... I wish there was a little more going on the legs. I understand they're going for like a contrast, but I wish there was some sort of stripe or piping or something down there. But this is a great suit. Yeah. And in addition to this suit, on the PS5, there is now a new technology embedded into Miles that is muscle deformation. Mm-hmm. So if you're playing on the PS5, you will now see as Miles is walking around and his muscles are moving under the suit, the fabric and the muscles are going to react in a much more realistic way now. Video games are wild as hell. Simply wild as hell. And I'm here for it. So that is coming. And then a lot of people have been waiting for these MCU skins for Marvel's Avengers, right?
Now, what I'm very confused about is you said 2 very good Marvel games.
Oh, I lied.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Listen, I hope that they can fix everything they need to fix on Marvel's Avengers. But here's the deal. The MCU skins were supposed to be coming. Everybody was like, hey, how come Thor looks like birthday party Thor? How come Thor looks like I'm having my 6th birthday and your uncle has a beard?
Right. So we're going to make him dress up as Thor to surprise you for your 6th birthday.
You know, it's that's kind of where we're at with
looking up an image of Thor in the Avengers game.
Sure. Look up Captain America too. He just looks like somebody's like youth pastor dad.
What I'm so confused about is like you're designing a video game character. Why does it look like he's wearing a fake beard?
Isn't that odd? So odd.
Like you can just make him look like he has a beard, but like you made him look like he has a fake beard.
Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely interesting. Anyway, so because of these, obviously everybody was like, when's the MCU coming? I want to see them look like they're supposed to look. Captain America is just your family's mechanic for 20 years. The mechanic that your family, like your dad is like, no, go to Steve. We trust Steve. Don't go anywhere else.
To me, he looks like an aged cast member of 90210.
Yeah, he definitely does.
He looks like Luke Perry.
He looks like he's coming back for the reunion, the 20-year reunion of an old Fox teen show. MCU Skins. There was a tweet that Square put out that said the Red Room Takeover event is happening this spring, and you're going to get rewards. You're going to get new animated nameplates. You're going to get MCU outfits, and you're going to get all kinds of secrets to decrypt. So everybody was like, cool. Finally, this Red Room, which is the Black Widow content, the Black Widow content's coming, and when the Black Widow content comes, we're going to be able to unlock these MCU skins.
It's ironic. It just feels like Black Widow content always comes way too late.
Kind of interesting.
It feels like there's a consistency to the fact that Black Widow content is always too late. Anyways.
There was a second tweet after everybody was like, cool, I'm going to download the Black Widow content, and then I'll get my MCU skins when I unlock them.
Hell yeah.
To clarify, the Marvel Cinematic Universe outfits will be available exclusively in the marketplace for purchase with credits. They are releasing at the same time as the Black Widow content, but you will have to pay more money in the micropayment game. You know the good micropayment grinding game? Where you pay the money and you do the grind? There you go.
That's awful.
Now, I'm sure there's some behind the scenes reason why this is true in terms of business wise. I mean, obviously, yeah, like they licensed the Marvel characters, but they did not license the MCU versions of the Marvel characters. And these are very different things with Marvel now.
Yes.
You're allowed to make your own version of Captain America, but you're not allowed to use this MCU version of Captain America from Marvel Studios unless you pay. But at the same time, hey, Square, if people ain't liking your game for a big reason, why don't you give them that big reason for free? Why don't you help out a little bit? Give a little goodwill to the players here.
Right. A lot of people got very excited and pre-ordered this game. A lot of people were real excited for this game, and a lot of people were real disappointed. Hey, maybe make up for it a little bit.
That's all we're saying.
Now, what's the next thing that we have on here that is gone? There was a pair of headphones we were going to talk about that Microsoft was releasing. It's gone.
No.
Product's gone on the Microsoft page. It was a pair of headphones, apparently, and I don't remember. Anthony, what was the total on them?
Hold on
How much
one
did
second.
they cost? I'm sure there's other articles about them.
Yeah. So the official Xbox Wire article is still there. I don't know what happened to the store
They're
page.
no longer on the Microsoft store page.
They might have moved them. The landing page might have changed. We're unsure. But these are the Bang & Olufsen Bayo sounds for Xbox. These are specific Bang & Olufsen and Microsoft co-branded headsets only for your Xbox consoles. It's part of the Designed for Xbox limited series. They are trying to put out some higher-end accessories for the discerning gamer.
Of course.
For the monocle-wearing brandy swirling, swishing around, smoking a pipe, a meerschaum pipe.
Yep.
If you're a gamer of culture, perhaps you would be interested in these Bang & Olufsen headsets.
Sure, I guess.
Do you want the best sound quality for your games?
I mean, yeah.
You do, right?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah, you'd like to have high quality
I would
sound
like to
for
have
your
that.
games.
Of course. Who wouldn't?
What's it worth to you?
$100, $200, Look, $200 headphones.
What's
you
it?
know.
What's it really worth to you? A perfect experience.
Perfect experience.
A perfect sound
I
experience.
don't think I'd pay more than $200 for headphones.
Well,
$250?
then maybe you don't.
$300?
maybe you don't deserve good sound with your video
400?
games. Saige, if you're not going to take this seriously, I'm not even going to discuss it with you.
$450.
Saige, I came to you and I said Bang & Olufsen. $500. The exact same price as an Xbox Series X.
No.
$500.
Hey, you know that console you couldn't get? Where'd you get some headphones that cost the same price?
Now you should know. Like I immediately looked. I was like, surely for $500, these are optimized for the Xbox, but I can use them anywhere I want. They're just Bluetooth headphones, right?
Most headphones that I used with my Xboxes have just
and
regular.
You probably can, but they certainly don't list it. They say that these are specifically for the Xbox, and you can use the Bang & Olufsen app to tune your listening experience on the Xbox. They don't mention, look, they're Bluetooth headphones. I'm sure there's a way to use, but you know what? You never know because you can't use some controllers with other systems.
Right.
You can't use. So $500. Are you cool
No.
or are you not cool? That's my question.
No, I'm not cool.
Are you cool or are you not cool?
I'm not cool.
They do come in a beautiful white, a black, and a navy blue with gold.
Mm-hmm.
$500 just for the Xbox. We were all dunking on the AirPods Pro.
Yeah, I was gonna say the AirPods Pro are $550. It's the same price.
It's the same price.
It's the same price as the ridiculous Apple headphones we talked about, but like those aren't for one particular use. I don't know, man. Microsoft. That's kind of silly. I would also rather buy the Satan shoes. And I'm going to be honest with you, as somebody who does not do sneakers and pretty much exclusively wears like boots and platforms, once they said there's a drop of human blood in it, I was like, well, how much though and how difficult?
Yeah.
They sold out within a minute.
They sold out within a minute. Hey, you remember how I was talking about how cool Nike is with fan sneakers?
Oh, yeah. No.
This apparently was the end of it.
Yes. Causing a satanic panic was apparently where Nike draws the line.
So Mischief, if you missed this earlier this week, Mischief and Lil Nas X released 666 pairs of satanic blood Nike Airs, which were custom made by Mischief. Mischief, by the way, makes all kinds of custom shoes like this. They also made the Jesus shoe that had a drop of water from the Jordan River.
Yeah. So what's the fucking difference?
Well, the fucking difference is this. All the olds are mad.
They're mad.
They're mad about the Lil Nas X video because they're all talking about the part where he twerks on Satan.
It's a great part of the video.
Which, like, hey, did you watch the whole video? Because he also murders Satan. And also, like, do Christians have a problem with the depiction of Satan as homosexual? Like, are they mad?
Look.
I'm trying to untangle this.
They saw a black gay man do anything, and they were like, not in my Christian Minecraft server, quite simply. But, yeah, it's like, hey, if he's kind of disrespecting Satan, well, isn't that the thing? Like,
and also, it's the big
you
red...
don't like Satan.
It's the big red cartoon version of Satan.
It's the big red cartoon Satan. My favorite tweet.
Surely you cannot believe in that version of Satan. So the olds are angry.
My favorite tweet that I saw about it, I would like to tell you.
Sure. And here's the thing. The olds are angry. And this is what Lil Nas X wanted. Mm-hmm. He absolutely was like, here we go, outrage culture. You are about to bring me to #1 of the Billboard charts yet again. Let's go.
Cliff Jarrison tweeted, Lil Nas X is really exposing how many Christians think of Satan not in spiritual terms as a force of temptation and punishment for earthly wrongdoing, but in Diablo 2 terms as a second god who has magic powers and will take over his main god if he gains enough worship points. And you know what? While we're here, I do have a list of Lil Nas X's best troll responses.
Sure.
To this controversy. We've decided to drop these to even the score. Damn, y'all happy now?
I love it. I love it.
A Chick-fil-A sneaker.
You're a whole This I love. This was Governor Kristi Noem who said a whole thing like, hey, our kids are being told this kind of product is not only okay, it's exclusive. But do you know what's more exclusive? Their God-given eternal soul. She really did the youth pastor joke tweet.
She really did. And he said, you're a whole ass governor out here tweeting about some damn shoes. Go do your job.
So people were angry about the shoes. People were angry about the shoes. And because all of the headlines were like, Lil Nas X releases limited edition Nikes with a drop of blood in them, people assumed, and listen, Mischief did this on purpose.
Yeah, that it was a Nike drop.
Yeah, people were like, this is a Nike drop. And so people were like, I'm boycotting Nike. And that put Nike in a position where they were like, shit.
Do we have to?
We have to come out and say we didn't make the blood shoes,
Fuck,
don't
but
we?
like the blood shoes are, I don't know, man. Like it seems like it's not our problem. We didn't make them.
We didn't make the blood shoes.
People are boycotting us for it.
Yeah, so...
The amount of times, though, the problem is, and I think the reality of this is the people who are boycotting Nike are the same people who have repeatedly boycotted Nike over and over and over again. So they're really not losing anything. Like, you already stopped wearing Nike when they partnered with Colin Kaepernick, didn't you?
Look, and the other thing that you have that I always have to wonder is, did these people buy Nike in the first place?
Right.
And then when they say that they are boycotting Nike, are they really? Like, are they really?
Are they really?
Like, did they really?
Right. Did you really stop? Did you ever start? And how long ago did you actually stop? Because it seems like every few months there's a new reason to boycott Nike that they're taking up. So I don't know.
Gotta do a little restart.
Yeah, I see it's happening over
Gotta
there.
do a little restart. Hey,
So,
everybody, listen. Sometimes you just gotta do a little restart. So anyway,
He
Nike
tried to open up the "Call Me by Your Name" video, and it just short-circuited his computer.
Yeah, it's a good Christian computer. So I guess what we're saying is you missed out on some very good shoes.
Yeah.
We all did.
They sold out in less than a minute.
They sold out in less than a minute. Nike is
Also-
suing Mischief. They are not suing Lil Nas X because
Yes.
they can't. There's nothing they can sue him for in this situation.
Right.
And Mischief doesn't care because part of the thing that Nike is trying to do is get them to halt the sale of the shoes. Too fucking late.
They sold
By the time you
out.
get that injunction, those shoes are gone.
Yup.
Your cease and desist means nothing. They were a limited edition and they're gone.
There were only 666 pairs.
Get
so
wrecked.
Have fun with that, Nike. And also, a lot of the controversy around this is very deeply rooted in racism and homophobia.
No.
It's not just about your God or your Satan. It is deeply, deeply rooted in racism and homophobia because of a black
What?
gay man and your uncomfortability with those things. Apparently.
Huge if true. Huge if true.
Just saying.
This,
Just wanted to remind everybody about that. Hey, what's going on, bud?
I don't know. Let's move on.
All right, great. YouTube is doing something interesting. We had a piece of YouTube news on Monday about them testing out some Twitch features, but maybe it's a nice little distraction. They're testing out something on limited accounts. This is not a decidedly new feature, but they are testing hiding the dislike count.
Disagree. Dislike this.
Yeah, dislike this news. It would not take away your ability to dislike the video. And creators on the back end would be able to see how many dislikes their video got. But the public, on the other hand, would not be able to see it.
Dislike.
They say that this is with the intentions of avoiding the review bombing of videos of mass dislikes
Bullshit.
over unrelated issues to the video.
Bullshit.
Thank you, Son of Orpheus, and the live studio audience said the first thing that I said as well, which was, hey, remember that time that the YouTube Rewind became the most disliked video on YouTube? It feels like this might be a personal thing.
That is definitely, when you said that, I was like, yeah, that's probably a reason. I think other reasons are, number one, review bombing. No, a lot of their large creators, their largest creators,
Right.
over the last 2 years,
Your Paul brothers.
have been
Your
getting
Dobricks.
intense backlash for real things that they should be getting backlash for. And those things, when those videos become extremely disliked, change public perception and change an advertiser's likelihood
Right.
to work with YouTube.
Right. It's James Charles. It's all of these huge creators that are getting massively, and I get it, it is dogpiling. But on the other hand, too, it's like that system is there for a reason,
But
and that system has been there since very early YouTube. Like, you had the star rating system in the beginning, you know?
If somebody makes a video where a woman gets sexually assaulted and it gets a lot of dislikes,
And
is
you
that
can-
review bombing?
No.
If somebody apologizes for making problematic content for years and that apology seems like it is too little too late, prepared, and just so they can save their bottom line, is that review bombing? No.
No.
If you make a YouTube rewind, if you make a video for your own platform that shows how insanely out of touch you are with your own creators and user base
At the
these
height
days,
of a global pandemic.
is that review bombing?
No.
Are you worried about money? Probably.
And what's very interesting is they're not hiding the rating feature in general. They are only hiding the dislikes. They're not hiding the likes with that, which is so silly to me. If it was like Instagram has been testing the idea of hiding like count on photos as an attempt to be like, hey, we get it. We're trying to make it so that likes aren't everything. There's a lot of young people on our platform. But they're only hiding the dislikes, which is so silly to me. I think that being able to see the dislikes on a video is very important.
It's
I
super
think that,
important.
You know, there are videos where people are saying spreading false information, and being able to dislike that and show that when you click on a video and it has, 4 times the dislikes to like ratio, then you probably know that there is something incorrect in this video.
That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying. I think it's one of the few ways and one of the few platforms that still has dislike, which is another thing. Like, obviously things are trending away from dislike. You can't dislike something on Facebook or Instagram. You can't dislike something on Twitter. You can't dislike. And so I can see them wanting to go to this thing that all of these platforms want, which is a false positivity, right? Like, look, you are only getting positive feedback. You're not getting negative feedback. Keep using the platform. But it's too late. Because we already have that tool.
Right.
It is in our toolbox. You cannot take it away from us.
And other platforms, like just Twitter is not directly comparable to YouTube. It isn't.
No.
I think that actually the Facebook version of this, I mean, they did add something. They added the various reactions. So you can react with an angry face, which is like such a, mom Facebook way of doing it. But
Yeah.
they did implement later, after not having it for so long, a way to say, I am acknowledging this post as not good or upsetting, and not just liking,
Oh, I'm so mad.
Right, don't put a little angry face.
I love the
Hey.
like to dislike bar. It's one of my favorite things.
If you don't want to have a dislike button anymore, give us an angry face.
Give us a see. I'm so mad.
Give us a little angry face. I'm into it. I think that's a good idea.
I think it's a great idea.
So they're just testing it on a few things right now. Like I said, it is not a decided upon or implemented feature, but certain accounts they warned that they will be seeing this in the coming weeks.
I just saw in chat somebody saying Apple paperweight computer, and I just want to say you need to check your preconceived notions about things. That's the Apple computer, and it's working fine.
It's doing great.
This is a Microsoft Surface Book 2, so
Yep.
remember, we don't simp for large corporations here.
None of them.
But we do sometimes simp for their IP, and we can't stop, and we
Yeah,
can't
it's
help
true.
it.
We're Star Wars fans.
The Bad Batch is coming.
Oh, the Bad Batch.
The Bad Batch is coming, baby. Ooh,
Oh, I'm so excited.
ooh.
Ooh,
We got a good trailer for The Bad Batch.
it was such a good trailer.
If you have not yet watched the latest season of The Clone Wars on Disney Plus, first of all, chef's kiss to the final season of The Clone Wars. Second of all, The Bad Batch was introduced in that final season, and it's a bunch of clones that didn't go that went wrong. They're the Bad Batch,
Yeah.
and damn, I love that. I love in every we talk about the Suicide Squad. We talk about
do.
I love the trope of the mismatched misfits
Yes.
that have to come together
Yes.
and do all of the secret missions. That's so good.
This is gonna be so good.
It's going to be a great show, I think. And people are talking about all of the cameos that were in the trailer.
Yeah, those were bananas.
The Bad Batch is officially known as Clone Force 99. They were battling Grand Moff Tarkin. Tarkin's there, baby.
Fuck yeah!
It is set during the period between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, obviously, like the rest of the Clone Wars stuff is. But they're shown on Kamino, training under Grand Moff Tarkin. They're shown. It's so good. Fennec Shand is there.
Yes.
Ming-Na Wen's character, Fennec Shan is there.
Yeah, they're doing great crossovers into the
Captain
animated
Rex
world.
is there.
It's very interesting. The animation is beautiful. It's definitely darker than Clone Wars.
It's one of the things that's really interesting to me is, Clone Wars has a very specific look. The animated series.
Yes.
And, it started off, they had to make Clone Wars with nothing.
Right.
They had no
Too
money.
much of it before.
They had
we get in trouble.
no money, and they had to make it with nothing, and they had to prove that Star Wars could work on TV. And so the models are very simple, especially because this show started over 10 years ago. So the models are very simple looking too, and it's been interesting watching them add additional detail and texture and effects and lighting to the world while still keeping that very simplistic look that the Clone Wars has. And it's really turned into something beautiful. It looks really, really good now.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this. I think it's going to be wonderful. We got a date, didn't we?
Yeah, it's going to be May 4th.
Ooh, May 4th.
May 4th.
That's pretty soon.
That's, yay.
Hey, it's
May
almost Star Wars
4th.
Day again.
Get it? We
Get it? You get it because it's
You get it
it's Star Wars.
because he said because of the old quote. If you strike me down, no wait, because of the old quote. Do or do not. No wait. What is it? The thing that they say?
They say sand. They say now that's pod racing.
They say now that's pod racing.
That's what they say.
They say, you remember the part where he goes, "I'm Pickle Rick."
Oh God.
You remember the part where he goes, "I'm Pickle Rick."
Yeah, who says it?
Luke.
Sorry, I thought it was Padme. You're right. No, you're totally right.
We have an official trailer for Rick and Morty Season 5. Now, there is sort of a... there's an issue with Rick and Morty. There's a problem. The problem is Rick and Morty is good. It's a good show. And it's hard to come out publicly and say you like Rick and Morty because then people think that you're a Rick and Morty fan.
And which is a very different thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of Rick and Morty. I enjoy the show. I think it's very good.
But if you had a Rick and Morty sticker on your car still, I would probably avoid you.
What if you were the sort of fan base that bullied a fast food restaurant into giving you a specific kind of sauce?
Right.
And then bullied the people at that restaurant when you ran out of the sauce.
It's people who love the Joker. It's I identify with the very evil bad man because I too am a bit of a lone wolf.
Yeah, it's the people who get the wrong lesson from something. Mm-hmm. We broke our Fight Club seal last episode. We went months and months, but finally a show hosted by a white man mentioned Fight Club.
Of course.
Fight Club was the first time I ever came across this, where people totally missed the point of something. And I was like, did we watch the same movie? And they were like, I'm going to be like Tyler Durden. I'm going to have abs and blow shit up. I was like, no, you might have missed the point of that. And Rick and Morty fans all think they're Rick.
The point. Which,
they all think they're Rick.
No, most likely you have a Rick in your life. And it made you think that you're not like other guys. You're one of those tough, independent guys that's smart and misunderstood.
But season 4 was fucking unbelievable. It was so good. And season 5 is probably also going to be really wonderful. So it is coming. It's going to, I believe it is June 20th is the date of the first episode. Yep, June 20th on Adult Swim. And it's going to be good, but we have to talk about it quietly and only amongst other people we know are cool.
Right. Like, we trust that y'all are cool. We trust that even if you're Rick and Morty fans, you're not like the Rick and Morty fans. You know?
Yeah.
Like, we know you're cool.
We know you're cool. We know you're cool. Other trailers that came out this week. We've got the
What's going on? All these ads. Everybody wants you to turn off an ad blocker.
Everybody wants to turn off an ad
Hey,
blocker.
we won't.
That's so weird. Okay.
Can I help you?
Potentially.
I don't know how to help you.
Yeah. I was just looking for this in the wrong. It did a goof.
In all the wrong places.
It did a goof. The new Saw movie is coming out, and it's Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
Now, I'm a big horror fan, and I was a big Saw fan when Saw came out. I was really into the first few movies.
Yeah.
Obviously, then they made 107, which was a lot of movies.
It was a lot of Saw movies.
It was a lot of Saw movies. And then it's been a many-year break since there's been a Saw movie. I don't think I can hang with Saw anymore.
Yeah. I think this movie attempts to address everybody's Saw fatigue. Mm-hmm. This is a copycat Jigsaw killer. Mm-hmm. Chris Rock is the cop, the detective who's trying to take him down. Samuel L. Jackson plays his father, who was also some sort of law enforcement officer who was involved with the taking down of the original Jigsaw killer. Mm-hmm. And it looks like a real mix of it looks if Saw and Seven smooched.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Saw was so brutal.
Yeah.
And so gory. And edgelord teenage Saige was like, hell yeah, fucking beheadings and shit. 25-year-old Saige, not so much. Not so much. I tend to like a different genre of horror these days. Mm-hmm. I have a hard time watching extreme gore. I've become a lot more sensitive.
Is it body horror in general, or is it all gore?
Body horror and suffering.
Yeah.
Immense emotional suffering also isn't great for me. Like, for example, I couldn't finish The Revenant. I had a full-blown panic attack watching The Revenant and had to leave the theater because I couldn't sit through it.
It's sort of like brutally sort of real suffering.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the moments in Saw that are stuck in my brain forever are like the hand in the acid before the thing pulls your rib cage open, and I just.
But was that the first one that I feel like the first one didn't have as much of that stuff.
No, it was a challenge to get gorier and gorier as the Saw franchise went on, and I think I watched up to 5 or 6 at least.
Yeah, I think I checked out around 3.
Yeah, I watched up to 5 or 6, but the first movie is still very gory. It's still a
it still has that stuff.
It's still
in
torture porn, quite simply. Which maybe they'll be able to go in a different direction with it. I'm completely open to it.
I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting that they're bringing it back and taking it on in a different way.
Yeah.
And other quick movie news here. Mm-hmm. We know that Godzilla vs. Kong is coming out this Friday.
We do.
We're very excited about that Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yes, we are.
The director of Godzilla vs. Kong, Adam Wingard, is going to be making a Thundercats movie for Warner Brothers.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All I want, Saige, is insanely realistic looking Robert Burbles. Do you remember the Robert Burbles?
Yeah, I don't know if I want insanely realistic looking.
That's all I want. I want Snarf talking to a Robert Burble for 20 minutes.
Let's see if I can find it.
Just the most annoying voices and the strangest, ugliest characters. Yeah, look it up, Saige. Look it up.
Okay, we don't.
Look it up, Saige. Look it up.
We don't have to do the.
Ooh, baby. Look at those Robert Burbles. And
Pretty cute, in my
they
opinion.
talk like this. Well, you know, we are
talk like
trying
Cybermen.
to find the... But they have this weird, like, wobble in their voice that no actual person can do.
Yeah.
And they just go, like, up and down and up and down.
Did you know there was a Burbles TV series?
No.
I'm gonna have to research.
No,
this
I
further,
think
but this came up and
I
it's
think
on
what's
the
that
Thundercats.
saying is those are the Burbles from the 2011 series.
Okay.
That's the 2011
Burbles
Thundercats.
2011
yeah.
TV series.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't realize there was a 2011 Thundercats.
Oh
I
yeah,
never watched that one.
There was a 2011 Thundercats, and then there was the super chibi Thundercats.
I haven't
Thundercats Go.
I haven't watched any of that.
Yeah.
I knew of Thundercats Go. I heard about it, but I haven't watched any of it.
Very, very
Yeah,
excited.
those Burbles are very different looking.
Yeah, they're much cuter, and I think they spoke in a less annoying way, but that's not what I want.
That makes sense.
Adam Wingard,
I understand that is not what you want.
here's what I want.
Tell me what you want. What you really, really want.
I want just a lot of Robert Burbles.
Okay.
I want Snarf. I want Snarf with his original voice, and I want a lot of Robert Burbles.
Okay.
Why not? Why not?
You know what's fun?
What's fun?
When large companies try and get in on memes.
Oh, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because most of the time they're very bad at it. If you were on the internet 4 years ago,
I wasn't even born then.
you were probably inundated with Big Chungus.
Oh, the big Chungus. Oh, what a large Chungus he was in D's. An absolute unit, that mad lad.
It was very funny for 20 minutes, and then it became a regular people bit very quickly. And then 4 years after it becoming a regular people bit, the Looney Tunes mobile game, Looney Tunes World of Mayhem,
Which is a thing.
which is a thing, appears to be adding Big Chungus to the game, which they have not said by name, but like, you know. They said, your world may not be ready for him, but our world of mayhem is. With this image of definitely Big Chungus.
The Chungus ascends.
Which, like, that's kind of funny.
And lo,
But so
it was
weirdly
foretold
late.
that the Chungus would rise
It's just like...
and darken our world with his absolute unit.
Right, why, though? I'm seeing a lot of why is what we are also wondering. Why now? Why this?
Because
Why this mobile game?
Because Looney Tunes World of Mayhem is a game that you had not heard of. And you would not have heard of.
Yeah.
Until they tweeted this Big Chungus thing, and everybody
Yeah.
went, "Oh no!
Oh, God.
Oh, what is that game about?"
Yeah, I'm not looking up the game.
I'm not looking up the game.
I'm
either.
not looking up the game. I'm
But-
not going to play it. But, like, you know, do the meme. I
Do
guess.
the meme if it gets you those eyeballs on those
Yes,
players.
It's working.
Somebody had to go into a meeting and say that we have to add the Chungus. Somebody was like, "We're not making the money that we need to. We're at our ROI. We're not getting enough microtransactions. This game."
Glass case on the wall with a little break in case of an emergency. They just had an image of Big Chungus.
I'm doing it. Don't do it.
No, we don't need to. It's not
No,
that
I'm doing it.
drastic. It's
We're
not that
losing money.
drastic yet.
No, it is. We got nothing left. I called the people over at Studio, and they won't let us have Space Jam versions of the characters.
All right.
We can't have Hot Lola Bunny or New Lola Bunny.
Okay. Bring in the Chungus.
The Chungus awakens.
So I'll start by saying somebody made a Game Boy mine cryptocurrency very slowly, mind you, and extremely ineffectively. But
Just
we
as an
love-
exercise.
We love to make weird old tech do weird new things. And that's all very interesting.
I think they said it would take 60 million years for the Game Boy, mining at its speed, to actually find a Bitcoin. I think that's what the creator said.
Right. But that's not the least interesting part of this to me. I'm scrolling through PC Gamer last night.
Sure. Did you have your ad block on? Did you sign up for the best of them in your inbox?
I had kept my ad block on, and I did not sign up for the best of them in my inbox because I'm a goddamn heathen. And here's why I feel justified in that. PC Gamer talked about this particular story with this.
We're on our story meeting last night. We're on Discord, and Saige just starts giggling hysterically. And sends this to me and is like, Anthony, why would they say that the Game Boy do come? And
why would you put the phrase Game Boy come in your headline?
And like I get it. And but like it is a phrase. Like it's a legitimate turn of phrase.
Sure,
this come this. But also it has not been used in like 40 years. It would be like me saying I'm as gay as a child on their birthday. You know what I mean? Like, no, that means something different now.
Right. And like
you can be as gay as a child on their birthday, but just know what it means when you say that now. Why bring that? Why would you think you could bring that back?
And just like, look, you could have said it out loud and I would have been like, yeah, okay. But the fact that you had to write out in the headline of the article, Game Boy come. Are they trolling us? Like, do you think that they wrote it and they were like,
oh, we're getting Lil Nas X'd? They knew it would happen.
It doesn't seem like they knew it would happen.
It doesn't seem like they knew it would happen.
They use it so seriously, and no one's talking about it. It's not like this is like trending that people are talking about PC Gamer saying "come."
I can't imagine why.
I wish it would. I wish we would all talk more about the fact that PC Gamer put "come" in a headline, and like. You could have used you could have phrased that 1,000 different ways. And I just have been having a real good giggle about it for like 14 hours now. Game Boy come.
There you go.
I don't know, man.
Additional movie news.
Who cares about Bitcoin? They said come.
The Mortal Kombat movie has been delayed.
Oh, God.
Yep. It is not going to release on schedule.
Anthony, no. How long?
It was supposed to come out on like... Come. It was supposed to come out. I said it. Yeah. It was supposed to come out on April 16th, Saige. Mm-hmm. And now...
On April 16th. What was it?
We have to wait...
Birthday?
Maybe we'll get there.
Okay.
It was supposed to come out on April 16th.
I knew that.
And it has been delayed until April 23rd. Fuck.
Wait, that's just a week.
Fuck. I knew it. I knew they were having production problems. I knew this movie was never going to come out. This is just the delay that slides it all the way. Oh, no. It's not coming.
I'm sorry for what I said in chat.
What did you say in chat? So yeah, we're not going to see ripped robot arm mustache Jamie Olsen for at least
another
week. Oh no. This is what's kind of fun and crazy about our athlete's foot year though.
Yeah.
It's like you can delay a movie a week at the last minute. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, nothing matters.
Do you know what the #1 movie at the box office this week was?
What?
Nobody, the Bob Odenkirk movie that kind of looks like John Wick.
Oh, that looked not very good, even though I love Bob Odenkirk.
It was the #1 movie at the box office this week with $6.7 million.
I thought you were doing a bit when you were like, you know what the #1 movie at the box office was? Nobody.
No.
No one was the #1.
I wish
there was no movies at the box office.
Nobody should be at the box office. But I think that's so interesting is that now Bob Odenkirk, Mr. Show's Bob Odenkirk,
Goodman.
Saul Goodman, one of the silliest, weirdest men in the history of time, who's also like
Old.
he's old now.
Bob Oldenkirk.
More like Bob Oldenkirk, can say that, number one, he opened the number one movie in America. And number two, he's the number one action star in America. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, good for him.
What a weird thing to come out of the athlete's foot year.
Yeah, the movie looked like they put together a good trailer. It just was not of my interest.
I think it looks
particularly.
I think it looks like an interesting spin on the John Wick thing.
Yeah.
Like his family's still alive. They think he's just like some wishy-washy dude because he did this for them and they don't know that he did it for them.
You mean Breaking Bad?
It's like a reverse Breaking Bad though, because he was already bad and then he became good and they become bad again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of things that we've seen, but it's just kind of like a twist on all those things. And I think it's an interesting twist, but I didn't see the thing that made me go, oh, this is a cool new thing.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Fine.
So I was like, that looks cool. I'll grab it on VOD. But hey, here's the Bob Odenkirk, number one action movie star in America.
Good for you, Bob. Mr. Odenkirk. We're happy for you. Yes?
The Powerpuff Girls show.
Yes.
I keep going back and forth on where I am with this new Powerpuff Girls show.
I don't know why I'm still holding on to hope, but I am.
So this, of
I
course,
shouldn't be.
Is the Powerpuff Girls show that the CW is making that is live action and stars adult Powerpuff Girls. They have grown up, and this is sort of the aftermath of being the Powerpuff Girls. I don't think I like the concept. But then they turn around and they do something that makes me think maybe it will be sillier and cooler than we thought. Donald Faison is going to be Professor Utonium.
Which doesn't, I mean, like, look, maybe this is just like super serious dad role for him. But like it feels like with that casting that they might be potentially leaning into something that is a little more lighthearted and comedic, which he's known for. Maybe?
Yeah, I don't know. But then I see Donald Faison and I go, maybe this is going to work.
Yeah.
I can go with like if it's a little darker. They're disillusioned 20-something versions of the Powerpuff Girls. They've been superheroes their whole lives, and
they're just called Powerpuff.
Well,
right?
that's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. They're not girls no more.
The name of the TV show, I thought maybe I can handle this. The TV show is just called Powerpuff. You know,
which makes sense.
Like Riverdale, because that's what they're doing.
But we will say
they're doing Riverdale.
We both loved the first season of Riverdale.
I did love the first
We
season
were
of
Riverdale fans. And
it was completely unhinged in the best way.
Yes, and we both loved the first 3 seasons of The Flash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I think that
it's not all bad. I'm a Legends of Tomorrow fan.
Currently?
I have not kept up. No, but I enjoyed the first few seasons of Legends, even though I knew it was bad.
Yeah.
I knew it was bad.
I'm kind of the same way. I'm like
I knew it was bad, but I enjoyed it.
I have a love for the Arrowverse, but I don't watch it I can't watch it anymore.
Same. I enjoyed Arrow in the beginning.
You can watch whatever Arrowverse show is newest.
Yes.
Because that's what they're spending their time and money on.
Correct. And then it just spirals.
Yeah. I mean, so far, Superman and Lois still hanging in there, still very good. But yeah, I'm gonna watch the Powerpuff Girls show.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't I watch it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
We gotta.
But I think we gotta. Gitmo Dunn in chat said you gotta go in with low expectations.
Absolutely,
on this one.
100%.
And then if they surprise us, they surprise us.
I hope they do. That would be lovely. Speaking
of that, Arrowverse. we just got a casting announcement for one of my favorite characters of all time. Bart Allen, Impulse.
Yeah.
Jordan Fisher. He was the star of Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway.
Yes.
He's into All the Boys. P.S. I Still Love You, or P.S. I Still Love You. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of the second one.
Yes.
And he's gonna be playing. He's gonna be playing Bart Allen.
Yeah. He's a generally extremely multi-talented being that is well loved.
Now,
But interesting.
the impact of Impulse is going to be a little. It's not going to be what it could have been, simply because they already did a storyline where Iris and Barry have a child come back from the future.
Correct.
They did that with Nora
Which
2 seasons
that's
ago.
when I checked out. Nora was when I checked out.
Well, because Nora, they were talking to Nora like she was 16, and
They
Nora,
were talking to her like she was 12 and she was 30.
she was clearly a 30-year-old woman. She was clearly like just as
She
old
was
or
like,
older than
Mom,
them.
Dad, come on, I just want to run fast. And they were like, no, honey, you're not going to get your allowance if you run too fast.
She's like, I'm going to run for president in 3 years.
Right.
Fucking what? So the idea
I don't
of...
know where we're at in the Flash right now.
No, I haven't.
We're not
I haven't
caught up,
watched
so,
in a season or two, but I do like. Man, they know how to get me though. Every couple of seasons, the Arrowverse is just like, did you know we're dropping this character? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know if I want to. No, this character's coming. You like that character, right? Yeah. You used to read Young Justice, right? Yeah. Why don't you come on over, see how we handle Impulse? Okay. All right. So I'm very excited in a limited capacity. I will show up. I will see Impulse. And we'll see how it goes. As with all CW Arrowverse stuff, we love it with an asterisk.
We do.
We love it with an asterisk. In additional casting, MODOK's coming.
MODOK is coming, and I am skeptically intrigued. I don't really have a need for a show like this on my list of things that I watch, but the trailer's not bad.
Yeah. I think, this is Marvel wanting to do their silly workplace thing. Mm-hmm. That's something that they wanted to fit into Disney Plus. Is they want to do a silly, semi-parodical workplace thing, sort of like a sillier Harley Quinn.
Right. Their R-rated show, their edgy,
Yeah.
we can say fuck show.
Sort of a space ghosty, adult swimmy sort of thing. Patton Oswalt, of course, is MODOK, but we just got a new casting for MODOK. And Saige, I think this is particular to your interests.
Jon Hamm as Iron Man.
Iron Ham.
Okay, that was good.
Just like Spider
Yeah,
Ham.
right.
Just like Spider Ham.
Iron Man's my best boy. Jon Hamm is also my best boy.
Mm-hmm.
I love them both very much. And also, that's a very good casting. He's going to make a real good Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
I love Jon Hamm.
He's just gonna, because you already know when you say it's gonna be Jon Hamm,
there's
you
no
know
bad
he's gonna play it as super aloof. He doesn't care about MODOK. He doesn't care about any of this stuff that's going on, and he comes in and fucks everything up in a second and barely.
But maybe he will care about me.
Maybe.
Maybe,
When I
maybe
lived
things would be different for
when
me.
I lived in Los Feliz, one of the things about living in Los Feliz is you get Jon Hamm sightings all the time. He's just constantly walking around doing stuff. And he's always in, and he knows, Jon Hamm knows the legend of Jon Hamm because he's always walking around in literally loose basketball shorts. And Jon Hamm is just putting it out there because he knows you're wondering and he wants you to know it's true.
I've never looked at the picture. I find it disrespectful. I find that inappropriate.
Just go to Little Dom's on Sunday morning for brunch. You'll see it.
I won't look. Look, it's a standard. I think that people shouldn't do it to women if they are not choosing to have parts of them seen. Then I think it doesn't feel right to me. That is inappropriate. We can't have a double standard for that.
He's putting it all out there, Jon Hamm. Okay. All right. I know they used a dirty word. I know.
Stupid.
I know.
That was stupid.
We love a heist.
Is Jon Hamm a good guy? I hope he's a good guy. I don't know. There hasn't been anything that says otherwise, and if there is, it's gonna break my heart. But I also love Iron Man. I'm a huge Iron Man fan, so I'm very, very excited to hear him as Iron Man.
Yeah, I love the idea of an Iron Man who just comes in and fucking fucks everything up and doesn't know anybody's name.
Yes, that's perfect.
You know?
I think that's excellent.
We're big fans of heists.
We love a good heist.
We love a good heist. We love a heist story. We love a heist movie.
Yes.
We've never committed a heist ourselves that you know of.
I'll never tell. But not everyone is as good at heists as we hypothetically would be if we were to do one.
Hypothetically.
And a man was arrested after breaking into a Japanese store and stealing a bunch of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, as well as about $2,300 in cash. That's in American dollars.
Kensuke Nakanishi is suspected of descending from a 6-story rooftop into a top-floor store in Ikebukuro around 5 a.m. on March 23rd. Ikebukuro, great neighborhood.
Yes.
For doing your nerd shopping when you're in Japan. They got the Pokemon Center there. They got a bunch of good anime stores there. If you're a weeb and you ever wind up in Tokyo, Ikebukuro, everybody's going to tell you Akihabara. Ikebukuro is the way to go.
$9,100 US dollars worth of Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon cards and $2,300 cash.
Fuck.
He was mostly there for the Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and you can
That's
very
where the real
clearly
money
tell.
is.
Yeah.
How much money is a place like that going to have in the safe or in the registers? No, the money's in the merch, baby. The money's, you know how many, look, if you're trying to carry out all the cash, right? You're carrying out all the cash. This is you carrying out like 10 Blue Eyes White Dragons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're in, you're out.
Nakanishi reportedly said that he had committed the crime to try and pay off some debt. That was the plan. He was identified through security camera footage because apparently that was not thought of in this heist.
Did not occur to him, and that's okay. He was new to heisting.
When he was asked about it, he said, "I was in the rock climbing club in high school, so I wasn't afraid of heights. So I was fine with the rope climbing in." Thank you. I love dumb criminals.
Tokyo has so many CCTVs. Like CCTV cameras. Tokyo is like you're on camera all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. I admire the chutzpah of this kid.
Yeah, right.
I really do.
It was only 16 feet, too, that he's saying that about.
It's only 16 feet.
He only had to climb 16 feet to the top of the 6-story building to a window on the 6th floor, which he just broke.
Somebody's like, dude forgot to use a mask? Twisted Fate 23. It's like, yeah, he didn't even think about mask.
Nah, he was on the rock climbing club in high school. He wasn't afraid.
He was too preoccupied with the climb. He was thinking about the climb and the strat.
Hey, just
He was
like Miley Cyrus, he said, it's the climb.
Yeah. He was thinking about his finger grips and stuff.
Yeah.
And he wasn't thinking about...
I've tried bouldering.
Yeah. You're very small.
It hurts my hand.
Yeah. You've tiny grip.
I don't get
But your hands will get stronger if you keep going.
I was also afraid of that.
Of getting meaty paws.
Yeah.
You were worried about
Big meaty claws.
getting some meaty paws.
Yeah, I was afraid of having big, strong hands. Having muscle hands. Like, I'm not trying to invite people to the gun show, you know?
Right.
On my hands.
The handgun show.
I was afraid of getting handguns.
I
I don't know. I don't know, man.
don't know.
I don't know. Today's a slightly different show.
Today's is, hey,
When it's not quite as early.
It's not quite as early, everybody. I think did we run out of news?
Nah, probably not. But
Oh, there is one very important piece of news that we have to leave you with.
yeah.
Are you familiar with Wallpaper Engine? Wallpaper Engine, you can download it off of Steam, and it allows you to use animated wallpapers, so animated images, videos.
Your desktop background.
Yeah, people can share them. You can download other people's works. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
And the best wallpaper for Wallpaper Engine finally was released.
What was it, Anthony? Wait, there you go.
The entirety of Shrek is now available as a desktop wallpaper. Clocks in at 92 megabytes. Barely anything.
Nothing.
It's nothing at all.
It's nothing.
Just download the entire movie.
Just have the entire movie play as your desktop background on loop. Please.
It's the whole movie, sound and all, and because it's Wallpaper Engine, it is compatible with RGB lighting. So if you have something like a Corsair iQ keyboard, or if you have a built-in case lighting.
Sound?
Yes, sound. It's the movie. The whole time you're on your computer.
How do you use your computer? If your
You use your
desktop is
computer the
making
best way you
Shrek
can.
noises.
What do you mean, how do you use it? You use it happily. Maybe for the first time.
You can't watch anything. You can't listen to anything.
Sure you can. But the Shrek will also be going on. As God intended.
I didn't realize there was also sound.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very funny.
Here's a screenshot that'll show you an example of the quality. It's real good.
Woo!
This is basically Game Boy Advance video.
It's video now.
Yeah, it's a video now player. I want everybody to go download Wallpaper Engine.
And
please install the Shrek film, The Good Ogre Movie.
Take your Zoom calls.
And show us on the Discord or on Twitter. You show Saige, because she doesn't understand that this is a productivity booster. You know what I mean? It's like speaking positively to your plants. This is like the vibes. The vibes will make everything better.
EQ, thank you for linking Wallpaper Engine in the chat. We appreciate you very much. I think that's an excellent place to leave you this morning. That's our show, BBs.
That's the show, BBs.
I love you very much. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for showing up and spending it with us. Sorry, schedule was a little fucky today.
We were a little late today, and shut up about it. And thank you for showing up.
They've been really good about it, actually. They're all very chill.
Hey, everybody, just fucking be cool for once.
I know, they were actually super.
Chat, I swear, just be cool. And we want to give a thank you to Lexia Loretto for the sub and the follow. Peak One with the resub. 6 months, half anniversary, says Peak One. Congratulations. Mabeline with the follow. Do we have the little thingies for people when they reach different months?
Do we have sub badges?
Badgies.
Yeah, they have sub badges.
They got the badgies.
See them in chat.
Oh,
They're
great.
all little different colors.
He's got the 6 month they've got the 6 month badgie.
You got your 6 month badgie.
Love that. Mabeline with the follow. Blue Pirate with the host. Lou Loves Comics. Thank you for following. Queer Space Girl with the sub. Thank you very much. Colts Fan 354. Tyler Hodges. The MSU 82. Robo 87. Smithy 8760. Shadistro. Thank you all for following, for subbing.
We love
for
it. And
donating.
We love you. There are a bunch of other ways you can support the channel as well. Not monetarily only, of course.
No.
There's tons of things you can do. Showing up supports the show. It really does. That's like the #1 way.
That's
is
huge.
Watching the show. Also, if you miss the show, watching it on YouTube. We upload the whole episode to YouTube every single day that we do a show. It is right there on YouTube, so you can watch it back.
And eventually I'm going to get my shit together and we're going to have clips up too. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe today. Maybe later the week. Maybe
Who
never. Who
knows?
can say?
We'll never know.
No one will ever know.
That's a great way to support the show. Tweeting about it, making GIFs. Oh, we love GIFs. Clips and GIFs. So good.
So good.
Makes our heart very, very happy.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing it.
And just sharing your love of the show, letting people know you like the show, letting people know you like the channel.
Talking to me in the Discord.
Yeah, showing up in the Discord.
That's it. That's it. We streamed late enough that we have someone to raid today.
Oh, I love that. Hey, Crude Imposter Nightbright, thank you for the 400 bits there.
Oh, thank you, Nightbright, you sweet bean. Yeah, we have a Patreon. We have all these, we have all kinds of ways to support the show as well. Patreon's very cool. You get exclusive clips from this show. You get early access to the podcast. There's a TTRPG tier. Anthony, what else you got going on, huh?
Oh, man. What a life. You can find me everywhere on the internet at A Carboni, except for here on Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine, give it back to me. I have a science comedy podcast called We Have Concerns that comes out every Friday at wehaveconcerns.com. You're going to love it. We talked about sending cum to the moon last week or 2 weeks ago, and before that we talked about monkeys getting drunk and fighting crime. This is all science.
Game Boy Come? You gonna talk about Game Boy Come?
I mean, yeah, if there's a published research paper about it, absolutely. If it gets peer reviewed, I would. If somebody peer reviews the cum on that Game Boy, I will absolutely.
Why
cover
are all
it.
your shows talking about cum?
It do be that kind of week. It's spring when a young man's fancy turns to
Okay,
thoughts.
anyways.
So, in addition to that, I'm here on this channel, obviously Monday, Wednesday, Friday for this show, but also on Friday nights at 6 p.m. for Failed Save, It's our season finale.
There's gonna be a few weeks break.
Our tabletop RPG live play D&D stream with all the good people, and our season finale. We did accidentally put out a tweet on social that said it was the last episode, the final episode.
Yeah.
We're cool.
We're cool.
We're
season
cool.
finale.
I wasn't,
Season finale.
season finale. We're coming back.
We'll be right back.
But
it's real spicy over there right now. You can always catch up on that on VODs or YouTube as well.
Crude Imposter gifted a sub to A Carboni, who is not me. You so mean.
I love it.
So
Thank you.
mean.
Nice. Nailed that.
And some other stuff coming up on the horizon, but we'll talk more about that later.
Nice. And you can find me everywhere on the internet at Not Saige. I will be live on my channel tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific.
Oh, I'll be live at 4.
Oh, there you go.
You can watch me, and then you can go right into Saige.
Excellent timing. Look at that. Fill the whole day. Also, today is also the last episode of Dogwoods and Dust Bowls on this channel.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, so that'll be live before Anthony, and it's a very, very good show. It's the last part of the 4-part series. You can also catch up on it, DM'd by the lovely Rachel Seeley.
You could probably catch up on it before it goes live tonight. You could probably watch, because it's 4 episodes. You could start listening to Dogwoods and Dust Bowls right now.
Yeah.
While your Shrek wallpaper is going. Turn it up louder than your Shrek wallpaper and listen to it, and then watch the finale.
Yes. So then on my stream tonight, I'm probably going to finish Little Nightmares. We're almost done. Very excited for that. On Friday, I will be on the Smosh Games channel for secrets. I don't think they have said what we're doing yet, but secrets leading right up to our finale. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a wild week.
It's gonna be so wild.
Hi, thank you. I love you, babies. Okay, let's raid over to Who is Chelsea, who's streaming right now. She's chatting at the moment. She's a very good bean. She has hung out with us on many occasions on this channel. If y'all remember Multi-Pixels days, it looks like she is testing out a new indie game, and she's a very, very good, wholesome bean.
Yeah.
That's good vibes all around. Hey, what should our raid call be? It has to be wholesome. Please. I beg of you. Please. Please.
We could do the Chungus Ascends.
Sure. All right.
We can really roll in there like it's 5 years ago, thanks to Looney Tunes Mayhem.
Okay. Sure, why not? Okay. Yeah, sure.
The Chungus Ascends. Get in there. And even if you got to take off, even if you got to go to work, even if you got other things going on, just roll in, ready up for the raid, say hi.
Go say hi.
Stay for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never know when you're going to find a new streamer that you really love. You never know when you're going to make somebody's day just by being there.
We love you very much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for starting your day with us, and we will see you on Friday.
Bye.